Welcome to Moo Math and Science. In today's video, I'd like to talk about finding the volume of a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism is a solid three-dimensional object that has 6 faces that are rectangles. If you unfold a rectangular prism, it will look like this. Notice the 6 rectangles. You can find the volume one of 2 ways. First, you can multiply length times width times height. Or if you know the area of the base, you can use base times height. Let's look at a couple examples of calculating the volume of a rectangular prism. Examples number 1. Erica has a cake pan which is 8 inches wide, 1 1/4 inches deep, and 2.5 inches long. What volume of cake batter will the pan hold? So in this particular example, the area is not given, so we're going to use length times width times height. So let's just plug in the answers. The numbers. So the width is 8, because it says it is 8 inches wide. It is 1 1/4 inches deep, so that will be the height, 1 1/4, and then it is 2.5 inches long. So now we have length, width, and height. So now in order to solve this, I'm going to go ahead and convert them to improper fractions. So I use the circle trick. I go 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And then when the circle trick, the 2 goes back to its original spot. So it's going to be on the bottom. And then I'm going to place 8 over 1. And I'm going to do the same trick. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5/4. Okay? So now I just multiply straight across. 8 times 5 is 45. Okay, sorry about that. 5 times 8 is 40. And then 40 times 5 is 200. And that will be over 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And 200 divided by 8 is 25. Okay, so we are not complete yet. It is inches cubed, because remember, volume is cubed. Okay, now let's work this second problem. It says Lauren knows the base of her rectangle jewelry box has an area of 80 square inches. She also knows the volume of her jewelry box is 960 cubic inches. What is the height? So in this particular example, we're going to try to find the height. And we know that the area is given, which is 80. And we know from our original, we know that volume is equal to base times height. So we can plug in the numbers we have and solve for the height. So we know that the area has a volume, the volume is 960 cubic inches. So I'll place 960 there is equal to the height. Now, I'll draw a line down here. Now all we need to do is get the height by itself. So I'll divide each side by 80. Okay. And 960 divided by 80 will equal our height. And so now what we'll do is I'll divide 960 by 80. 80 goes into 96 one times. That gives us 80. And that's 16. Bring down the 0. 80 goes into 160 2 times. So our height will be 12. And the unit of measure is inches. Okay, I hope that helps with finding volume of a rectangular prism. Thanks for watching, and Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every day. Please subscribe and share.